Hey, I'm John, the founder and lead investigator of Spirits Unleashed. Welcome to the Paranormal Breakdown. So, this is one of our first videos that we ever did. As you can tell, our intro's a little cheesy, and we are literally just starting out. We are just learning how to be in the field and what to do in the field.
In the 1800s, Algona was once home to the Sioux, Fox, and Sac tribes.
So Iowa as a whole has tons of Indian activity, ranging from long ago, back when there were multiple tribes, even to present day, with us still finding burial mounds and artifacts from Indian tribes.
Around the 1850s was their last battle.
Between 1852 and 1912, hundreds of people near Giggle Woods were hanged for capital punishment.
Here's an eerie fact. Some people that were hung for capital punishment were technically innocent, especially back in the Civil War times. If you did something that your commanding officer didn't like, you get hung for it. That's crazy.
Between 1861 and 1865, Giggle Woods was a training area for Civil War soldiers. During these times, hundreds of soldiers died due to the training accidents or infections.
On May 13, 1892, 16-year-old James Dooley.
So the Dooley murders is one of the many areas of interest of this investigation. This is what intrigued my interest in this investigation. Very brutal murders, but honestly, a great story. Definitely find that story if you're interested in it and give it a read. Very interesting.
Murdered his aunt, Nellie Coons, and his cousin, Lucinda Coons. At the age of 18, James Dooley was tried and hanged for his crimes.
During the Prohibition, between 1920 and 1933, Algona dealt.
You know, one of the funnest things about investigations is learning the history. Like, I never knew that Iowa in general has had heavy KKK presence. It's just insane the stuff that you learn when you do your history reports.
With heavy Klan activity, who focused on African Americans, Chinese, Irish, Jewish, Slavic, and the Catholics. Their focus was on drinkers and bootleggers, and the Irish Catholics who were running liquor.
You know, I don't know why I started filming these little B-roll takes of in the car driving down a creepy looking road or whatever, but honestly, I'm glad I did because it looks pretty good, am I right? So again, this investigation is one of our first investigations that we ever did. Is at a place called Giggle Woods, and Giggle Woods just has a wide variety of history, ranging from the 1800s all the way up until the Civil War times. It is absolutely crazy. If you like a good read, do some history on Giggle Woods and see for yourself.
So, upon walking through the woods here, we stumbled across this area here. It's kind of weird. It's kind of out in the middle of nowhere.
So after walking through the woods for roughly 15, 20 minutes, Sam came across this weird area. So this weird area was just dead logs that had moss growing on them, and it stood out to her, but both of us, in reality, it stood out to both of us because the forest itself was dead. This was still coming out of winter time, so there was nothing growing on anything else around us except for that one spot. It was crazy. So we decided this would be a good opportunity to sit down, take a little break, and see if we can catch anything on a spirit box.
And it has moss all over it, just in this particular area though. So we're going to take a break here. We're going to sit down. We're going to see if we can't maybe get any kind of activity.
As many of you might know, Sam is a sensitive. So this location in particular truly called to her. She felt something here. She felt something strong here.
Is there anybody here with us today? Could you let us know of your presence?
I remember this spot quite well. I remember sitting down and just having a weird feeling. It almost felt like something was watching me. Definitely a super eerie location. Just with how everything was, everything around it was dead. That was the only living part of the entire forest at the time. And it just it sent chills down your spine.
Innocent.
I, I don't know why I thought it was acceptable to add sound effects over that. It's already crazy enough for the response that we got. I don't know why I thought I had to add a sound effect to that. Again, brand new to the investigation world back then, and I guess I was just going off of some of the other YouTube videos that we had watched prior to that, and a lot of them had sound effects. Personally, now I don't use sound effects. I don't like sound effects. I think it takes away from the real life aspect of things. So yeah, don't use sound effects, guys.
Were you innocent? It's really crazy that it actually said that because of the hangings that occurred here.
This was a crazy response just because of how capital punishment used to be back in those days. Capital punishment could be, something as simple as you sneezed and you weren't told to sneeze. So, boom, capital punishment. You're being hanged because you sneezed. So, getting that response was just crazy to me.
There was a string of hangings that happened here. And for capital punishment, long, long ago.
Foolish.
It was foolish for them to hang you because you were innocent? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
So, as an investigator, speaking for other investigators, one of the best things that we can do as an investigator is piece it together. Grab those little puzzle pieces that are being handed to you and try to make the whole picture.
Chased.
Were you chased through these woods?
There was a wide variety of people that were kept captive within these woods, ranging anywhere between slaves to child laborers. It's crazy. There's just so much history here.
You said you were innocent, foolish, and chaste. Are you trying to tell me that you were an innocent man or woman and it was foolish for them to decide otherwise and you were chased through these woods?
Once again, one of the best things you can do as an investigator is piece it together. Try to get the full picture. And that is exactly what I'm doing right here. I'm taking these little fragments, these little words that are being said, and trying to paint a picture of what this spirit is speaking about. I'm getting a real heavy feeling right now.
Yeah.
So this was my first time ever experiencing that heaviness, that paranoia almost in a sense. And I didn't like it. I really didn't like it. Now I'm kind of used to it, so I kind of know what to expect from it. But back then, it threw me all off. As you can tell in that one part of the video there, I couldn't even like get my words out at one point. Whew, just gave me the chills, man. That's air got really thick all of a sudden.
Yeah, it did.
Typically, when the air starts to get heavy and you get that cold sensation, almost feels like the temperature in the room or the temperature outside has dropped dramatically. That's usually when you have a spirit or spirits in that area with you.
I have this weird sense that something's here.
Not all of us.
This is what investigators dream of. Intelligent responses. You ask a question or you say something and it responds with something that makes sense. That was super intelligent.
Where are the rest of y'all? We mean you no harm. We just want to hear your story.
Even though you're on a roll and you're holding a full-on conversation with the spirit, things are going to get quiet. And that's exactly what happened here. Things just got silent. No more responses, no more heaviness, no cold feeling, nothing. It just got silent. It was done. Whatever was communicating with us said, nope, I've had enough. I'm out of here. Maybe I'll catch you on another day.
All right, so we're moving on from that spot.
The best thing you can do when things get quiet, just get up and move. Find a new location, find a new spot. Just because that area got quiet doesn't mean 50 feet away from you is going to be quiet. This area over here can be silent. Walk 50 feet over here, boom, you got activity. It's really strange how that works. But remember, if things get quiet, just keep walking.
I think we captured some pretty good evidence there. Sam heard a voice say, "Come here," behind her.
So just starting out, don't follow direction of a spirit. If a spirit tells you to do something, don't do it. Don't do it. That was stupid of us to do. I don't know why we did it. I think we were just in the moment, in the thrill of it. But don't ever do that. If a spirit tells you to come here, don't. Just don't do it. You don't know what type of spirit that is. It could have been a trickster. It could have been trying to get us to a location to where it can harvest enough energy to do something harmful to us. You just don't know. Don't ever follow spirit direction at all.
But we are going to follow in that direction to where we were told to come here. So, all right, so I do have another device going, the spirit box, see if we can't pick up any more.
So this was actually my first time using an SLS camera, and to be frank, my last.
That wasn't me.
I am not a fan of the SLS camera. I think it picks up way too much interference. At points during filming of this video alone, it was picking up trees and branches and bushes and rocks and forming them out into human shape. And I remember just looking at the screen and being, this is stupid. There's nothing there. You can tell there's nothing there. You can't feel nothing there or anything. It's just, I'm not a fan of it. Again, that's my opinion. You might like it. If you like it, more power to you. I'm going to stay away from it.
I'm scared.
Oh, man.
I remember this like it happened yesterday. So I felt a child's presence here. I don't know what it was, but I just felt a child there. Um, to this day, I cannot explain it. I don't understand what made me think that I felt a child, you know what I mean? But for whatever reason, my brain was just, that's a child. There's a child here with you right now. And it was very eerie, but at the same time saddening. I did get a little emotional after that video shoot there. It was crazy.
Please go.
So we were asked to please go, please leave. I don't recommend everybody doing this, but I have a habit of wanting to know why. So if I'm asked to leave, I want the spirit to communicate with me and tell me why, especially in a situation like this. How I sensed that there was a child there, and I could just feel that this child wanted us to leave because this child was scared. And I was trying to convince this child that we weren't a threat, that we had no intentions of harming this child.
Why do you want us to leave? Do you not want to talk to us?
I'm lost.
This was exciting. This was very exciting, an exciting conversation. Unfortunately, we lost contact and we had to continue on following the trail.
Purgatory.
So this is my first time actually using thermal vision, and I love it. I absolutely love it.
Whoa.
Because I have a picture of a shadow figure in that brush.
Okay. Let's go.
So thermal vision can be a great tool if you use it properly. If you see a cold spot, immediately try to debunk that. Try to figure out what's causing that cold spot. Walk over to it, touch it, see if you can feel a breeze. Try to debunk the cold spots that you see.
There's a cold spot right over there.
Yeah, that's where I got the shadow figure.
I don't know, that might just be the tree too. Because right over in that fallen tree there's a cold spot. But right off to the right hand side.
Right there. I saw a cold spot. I went over to it. Bam, debunked it. That might be the skeptic in me. I don't know. But I wanted to make sure. I wanted to be 100% sure that I was not seeing something that I should not be seeing, if that makes sense what I'm saying. I saw a cold spot. I identified that cold spot. I found out why it was a cold spot. Boom, debunked.
Of it, where that tree branch kind of curls down. There's another cold spot right there.
Watch.
Watch what? What do you want us to watch?
I'm trying.
What are you trying to do?
Oh boy, I know what's coming. I know what's coming.
It's outside.
Can you tell us what's outside? Oh, shit!
Oh my God. So even watching it again, like my heart's going again, man. That was the scariest crap that has ever happened to me on an investigation. And again, we were brand new to this. This, I do believe, was like our second investigation that we have ever done out in the field. Scared the crap out of me.
Holy fuck. Dude.
Just scared the out of me. I was pissed.
Just fucking dropped the camera and everything. Dude, like something grabbed my fucking shoulder. Like not even fucking joking.
I remember just walking, I was trying to identify that cold spot. I was kind of just looking at the camera as I'm walking around and whatnot. I'm already on edge from the responses that we've already gotten on the spirit box as I'm doing the thermal vision. And then all of a sudden, I just felt a hand on my shoulder that literally jerked me backwards. It jerked me backwards so hard that as I'm holding my phone just goes boop, right off that way. It flew down, hit the ground. I'm happy it didn't break, but it flew down, hit the ground. I was just in pure panic mode. I don't think I've ever cussed that much in a single sentence in my life. You know what I mean? It scared the living crap out of me. Well, that's it, everybody. I do hope you enjoy the Paranormal Breakdown. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay haunted, my friends.